As the years soldier on and new works of fiction get released in ever-increasing numbers, even more slowly fade out of common memory. They drift endlessly in a half-remembered state, perhaps occasionally referenced but not within the public consciousness as they had been decades before. Such is the limbo of old forgotten books. One step away from total obscurity, they await oblivion. But they still exist. On shelves in second-hand bookstores and charity shops, packed away within dusty boxes in the loft, or buried in the back of that old wardrobe you've been meaning to clear out but haven't yet got around to. The internet records their being, but a book is there to be read and enjoyed. Portals to other worlds, fantastical and peculiar. The only true way to keep a book's memory alive is to read it. Greetings, folks. I am Kikoskia, the custodian of the Library Bazaar, and I welcome you to my small corner of the internet. I've decided to set up a blog, folks, the Library Bazaar. The purpose of the blog is indeed to read old and/or mostly forgotten works of fiction, specifically in the science fiction and fantasy genres. These books will be selected in batches of 4 by myself from the books that I have, and will be voted upon in the order in which they are read by me. And when one is selected, the next choice would be between the 3 that are left, and then the 2 that are left after that, and then the final one, so that all 4 books will eventually be read. And then after that, another selection of 4 will be picked. The books will be read by myself from start to finish, and then afterwards I shall post up the review of the book on the blog, going into various pieces of detail, like for instance, where I originally got the book, if it won any awards when it was published or afterwards, and the general plot, what I thought of the book's method of delivering its narrative, the protagonists, the villains, things I liked and disliked, and what I thought of the book in general. That is not considered to be an exhaustive list. And also, at the end of it, if I want to hold on to the book and keep it in the collection of books that I own, or, if I didn't particularly like it, if I want to put it back into circulation for somebody else to pick up and potentially enjoy where I didn't. When it's a situation where it's a series of books, I will try my best to get the first book in a series and read that. And after reading that, I'll decide, in addition to all the other final decisions, if I want to actually keep reading the series. Because sometimes I'll like a book individually, but not enough to keep reading more of them. This is not the place for books from authors that are exceptionally well known, so you won't be seeing anything from people like Isaac Asimov, for instance. It'll be more authors that I've never heard of, and books that I just encounter on my travels. A lot of the books that I initially have, and I do have a small pile of them, are from various charity shops and second-hand bookstores, and just encountered on my travels, and they took my fancy and curiosity, normally because of the titles and the actual covers and the blurbs on the back. I don't actually flick in the books at all when I'm picking them up, and each book I'll be going into with an open mind on if it's any good, and also willing to give each one a chance. Every book gets one chance on the Library Bazaar. A few things to note: this is going to be a traditional blog and not a podcast or a video log, mainly for a few reasons. Firstly, it's a lot easier to express what I want to say about various things like books in written words rather than in a recorded medium like a podcast or a video log. And secondly, it's just something a little different compared to what I normally put up on this channel here. A completely different medium. Also, in terms of how long it will take me to read certain books, that so far is up in the air for a few reasons. Naturally, I haven't tried anything like this before, the blog itself, so I can't accurately at the moment give an estimation as to how long a book will take to read, and every book is a little different to each other, and some of them are radically different to each other. They'll have different lengths, different font sizes, different difficulty in terms of the grammar and the wording used, so some books will be easy to read through, and other books will be a lot harder. Of course, I would keep people updated as to the progress of reading them, and once they're read, of course, I'll then start writing. The writing of actually what I'm going to be putting in there is also something that would be worked on as it goes on, because after all, this is a very new thing for me. But that's neither here nor there. The actual blog itself is up and ready for viewing, as well as the first selection of 4 books available to vote. Voting will finish at the end of this coming Sunday, to begin the actual reading process on the next Monday. And if you want to put your vote there is a link provided on the actual first blog post, and also a link to the various front and back covers of the 4 selections available at this time. So, I'm not quite sure there's much more for me to say here, except that I hope to see you on the blog at some point. It's just something I've been thinking about for quite a while to do, especially considering the small pile of second-hand books has become quite a large pile of second-hand books, and slowly increasing. This is a way to both ferret out books that I've just picked up on the off chance that I don't like at all, and also a chance to not only find authors for me that I'd never heard of that I like, but also a chance for you and everyone else to also find authors they've never heard of that they want to give a chance. And who knows, we might find some really, really peculiar reads out there. Who knows? It could all potentially be available in the Library Bazaar. Potentially. As long as it's in the fantasy and science fiction section. Apologies for the minor interruption there. Even when making announcement videos like this, sometimes interruptions can happen. And so, I hope to see you at the Library Bazaar, and of course, uploads will continue as normal. This will not be impacting in the recording and uploading process. The same number of videos will be going up every week, as always have. And so, I shall catch you next time, folks. For when we come back, not only will there be more videos, but there will also hopefully be a selection in the Library Bazaar for me to read. Let's just hope it's an enjoyable one, eh? I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. I think Spunty's got a lot of reading himself to do, don't you think? I think so. I wonder what all those books sort of seem the same, though. Or maybe all the green ones are part of one series, or all the... oh no, they've all got names. Well, that completely throws that out the window. Well, you better get started, Spunty. No time like the now, eh? Later.